On your somatic healing and nervous system regulation journey, you might find that your brain decides to respond to whatever you're doing in the same way it did the last time that trigger came up. And if you're recovering from chronic pain, anxiety, or panic, some of these triggers can be quite innocuous, like bending over for back pain or entering a room of people for anxiety. But you don't have to let that trigger get any stronger, and you can really actually reverse that predictive coding by moving forward in the ways that I teach on this channel. So before I get into all that, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Healing Wolf. I'm a professional neuroplastic, trauma, chronic pain, anxiety, panic, and other neuroplastic sensation recovery coach. Neuroplastic sensations, neuroplastic means brain change. These are sensations coming from loops in your brain, coming from programming in your brain that sometimes happens instantaneously. So for example, you bend over and you tweak something in your back, and from then on, every time you bend over, your brain decides it's going to give you some pain because it wants to protect you from that tweak in your back again, which may have just been a little uncomfortable sensation to begin with and not real damage. A lot of the issues on an MRI of your spine are just wrinkles on the inside. And this has been confirmed by a lot of research, which shows people with disc herniations, bulges, scoliosis, retrolisthesis, and other stuff on their spine have no pain. So some people have the pain, some people don't have the pain. And the brain decides when to give you pain based on its programming. So there's something called predictive coding, where the brain is going to give you its best guess as to a warning if you do something that it thinks is dangerous that you did in the past, and it gave you the sensation in the past. So if you did something in the past, like bend over and you got a pain sensation, it's likely to give you that sensation again in the future. Or if you entered a room with people or spoke publicly and you felt like some stage fright, you felt some adrenaline rushing, the brain's going to give you that again because it wants to help you. It believes it's giving you safe, clean energy to use for the situation you're in. And that's predictive coding. It's just guessing. And so we need to reprogram that coding so that we don't have to feel those sensations or feel them as intensely, that we can quickly shift those sensations and feel good doing whatever we did in the past where brain was saying, I'm giving you some pain or I'm giving you some anxiety. We're going to train our brain so that in the future, when we bend over to pick up something on the floor, pick up our shoes, tie our shoes, or for back pain, or we enter a room full of friendly people, that we're going to feel good. We're going to feel calm, confident, and courageous. So before I get into the techniques of how to reprogram your brain, I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, tell me where you live, and I'll know when you comment where you live, I'll know if I've worked with anyone from your country, if you're from a foreign country, or if I've been to your state or if I've been to your country. And also ring the bell so you'll hear about my new videos coming forward. Thanks for subscribing. It helps me on my mission to get as many people as possible out of hell, including you if you're in it. So how do we reprogram predictive coding? Basically, we expose ourselves to that trigger as many times as we can and with as much courage, calm, and confidence as we can. So if we're bending over to pick something up and we feel some back pain, then we know that's the trigger we want to unwind. And we begin to do that in a way that we feel calm and safe doing that. We talk ourselves through it. We say, hey, brain, I'm going to bend over and pick up my shoes today. And even if you give me a little spike of pain or a big spike of pain, I'm doing it. And I'm going to be okay afterward. And you show your brain that you're okay afterward by going for that walk, by stepping outside to play with your kids, by taking your dog around the block, whatever it is. And the same goes for anxiety or panic situations. You go do the thing that your brain has told you needs pain or anxiety or panic to prevent you from doing. You do the thing over and over. And with as much lightness of heart as possible, you laugh your way through it. That's how I laughed my way through my very last panic attack. I really literally laughed myself through it. I was driving, and it was a real world situation that felt dangerous. I was surrounded by these buses. I was driving a little car, hadn't driven much in the last year because of chronic pain, and the panic attack came, and I laughed. I laughed at the buses, the situation. God had given me a way to practice this predictive coding rewiring, and I rewired it, and ever since, not a single panic attack. So this stuff works, folks. Give it a try, and if you need help, then hire me. I've been working a long time with clients using techniques that are super powerful, like rapid resolution therapy, which is designed to make specific and beneficial changes to unconscious mind, to do it fast, to do it effectively, and to do it so it lasts. So my website is healingwolfcoaching.com. You can book a free consult, and we can get you on my calendar and get you better. I also have a newsletter. You can sign up for that on my website too. Big yellow box towards the bottom of the home page. You get a free somatic meditation too. So do it. Sign up and take as many steps as you can every day in the direction of a full recovery. I know you can do it because I did it. I'm rooting for you, and I'm excited to hear about your journey. So drop me a comment. Let me know what's going on and how I can help you get better and better faster.